everyone, and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I will be doing spirit messages for the sign of Libra. Let's see, Libra, what messages come through for you. Let me just lay out the cards before I pull several cards for you, Libra. I hope your summer is going well, and I hope you are staying grounded and you are observing your thoughts. Okay, let's see. Tarot card, we have Queen of Wands. Let's pull another just to see what other messages come through. We also have Seven of Pentacles. And then for the Shaman Stream Oracle card, we have Eye of the Needle. Look at that. Intentionality. So the Queen of Wands tells me that the advice from Spirit here is to not make yourself small, but to step into this role of leadership. Use your charisma, because Libras, you have an incredible talent. You have an incredible ability to be able to really get people to listen to you because of your delivery. It's how you speak to people, you know. Like when Scorpios speak, they can sometimes rub people the wrong way. Sometimes when Aries speak, they're a little bit too, passionate or too like in their own convictions. But you Libras, you know how to keep the balance, and you have that natural way to make people feel disposed towards you rather than, against you. You have that special vibe. And the Queen of Wands here is saying, you're very inspiring, you're warm, and you have good leadership qualities. And so make sure to use this opportunity when you're being a leader, when you're speaking to others. Make sure to use it to truly speak up for what you believe in and what your experience has taught you so far. This card is letting you know you want to be true to yourself, but you also want to make sure that you are as authentic as possible. You do tend to try to be a peacekeeper and make things nice. Remember, it doesn't matter what you're speaking of, as long as you believe, as long as you're authentic, you can convince a lot of people to see you, to hear you, and to even perhaps have their mind changed. You have that magnetism that puts people at ease, and as a result, they also start to be a little bit more authentic and pursue what they truly want to pursue as a result of kind of rubbing your aura and, coming, like crossing paths with your vibration. The Seven of Pentacles is a card that reminds you to be patient. Remember that you are tending to your garden, and it takes patience to water. It takes patience to, watch your goals grow, that you've planted. And it's important to evaluate your progress up to this point, to reflect, to observe your thoughts as they reflect the progress that you have endured up to this point, and question yourself, Are you pursuing something that is aligned with you authentically, or are you pursuing something because you want to meet other people's expectations? Slow and steady growth brings the most lasting results. Very quick and easy usually isn't the way to go. So be mindful when other people say, oh, it happened real quick for me, and so on and so forth. It usually points to the person not being fully aware of what they're doing and why they're doing it. Your goals, are very important. So trust the process, because your soul, knows. The soul has the ultimate say. This is why you incarnated in this lifetime. So your body may feel like it knows, but it also has to, pay attention to surviving. It has to pay attention to time. It has to pay attention to gravity. It has to pay attention to many different forces that your soul doesn't really have to deal with, if you will. And so your soul has a much more grand master plan, and it's trying to get you to sort of get you closer to your bigger goals, overarching goals. The advice here is to, make sure you're balancing. Balance is very important. Balancing your new ideas with your plans for the future. You want to remember that, yes, you can start things, but you have to have a good amount of patience to see those things through. And the reason the divine brings around patience is because the divine truly wants to make sure that it is what you want. And if you truly love it, patience comes easy. If you don't truly love it, then patience turns into frustration. And so the divine here is saying, you want to be very intentional about the way you are looking at things. Your intention is, very, very important. If the needle, what does the needle do? The needle focuses your attention, because if you take away the needle, the eye looks wherever it wants. It goes left, it goes right, up, down, sideways, whatever. But with the needle, it forces you to focus on one specific thing. And this specific thing, the divine here is communicating to you that, undivided attention on that one thing will bring you the desired results. Now, tea leaf cards, we have dog, protection from a powerful friend. Libras, of course you are protected because, of course, you understand a wide range of possibilities. You also have tent, temporary situation. So this is why you have the intentionality here. It focuses your attention and your energy on something that you have to see through to the very end. So that is your advice from Spirit, and I will be moving on to the next sign.